Hello, my friends. So I wanted to come to you today with my How to Kill a Kit layout share and kill a kit. And this is also the whole kit month. I used the Counterfeit Kit Challenge kits, and they had two. They had like the main kit and like a mini kit kind of thing. So I think I did really, really well this month, especially for a summer month. So I do have process videos, I think, for all of these on my channel. So they may be for different challenges and all that, but I'll show you briefly. So I have this one right here I did for the Stretch the Sketch series, and there is definitely a process video for that. That is an 8.5 by 11 on the horizontal. This one I did for Challenge Accepted, as well as using a Mind the Scrap diagonal challenge kind of thing. It is my son in my front yard, in front of the entire neighborhood, getting a shower with a pressure washer. And then his friend got the same shower. They decided to see if shower gel worked in it, and just so you know, it does. Okay, this one right here was for Mind the Scrap, Creative Cuts, yada, 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 a few different things, but there is a process video. This is my daughter's volleyball team. She is right here. This is the first week of, what do you call it? It's not camp, they're in college. So it's the first week of practice, I guess. Aren't they cute? Anywho, and they are the Golden Grizzlies. So it says, "You are gold." Kind of a happy coincidence. I didn't even plan that one. This is another one that I was able to do. This is my oldest daughter being her usual quirky, funny self. That was her last day of work as an intern, and they offered her a job where she interned, where she gets to have the job of her choice. She just has to let them know what department she wants to work in. How cool is that? Process video for that one. Next, I have this one. And let's see, it is for, I did it for Chinese Whisper, where we had to pretty much scrap lift another layout. And I love the way this turned out. Totally not my thing. Fun to scrap lift somebody else's idea and make it into your own. So that is fun. There is not a process video for that. So, maybe I should explain it slightly more then. This is my youngest daughter. She turned 18, and I went ahead and gave her birthday cake for breakfast, and it was an ice cream birthday cake. And the funny thing is, and I still have to scrapbook it, Mason came up when her candle was lit and we were singing, and this was her doing all these poses, and then Mason blew out her candle, and she was ever so sad, and it was kind of hilarious. Okay, next. This is my oldest daughter and her boyfriend, and they were at Faster Horses, and I did it for the Mercy Tiara YouTube Hop. That will be coming on YouTube in the next couple days, actually. Anyway, and I just did it kind of in red, white, and blue because Faster Horses is a very much an Americana kind of thing, but there is going to be a video for that. So this is for Challenge Accepted. Kathy decided that we should do a 3B, and that's what we did. So I combined challenges. Let's see, I did the Redefine Creative Sketch for this. I did Rediscover Your Stash Mixed Media, and the Mercy Tiara Bingo Challenge. There was a lot going on. There is a process video, and it's just all fun. Fun, fun, fun. Next. I did this one for Challenge Accepted as well, for Mercy Tiara Summer Inspiration Challenges, and this is my daughter, youngest daughter, being ever so cute again for her birthday, blowing out her candles. And, and we had to use a one-word title. That is where I have the word "you" come in. And this little bird, I fussy cut him out. He had a balloon tied around him. For some reason, I thought that was incredibly cute. And then lastly, I did this with a Redefine Creative Sketch and Mind the Scrap challenge for week 3, as well as, Rediscover Your Stash. Gosh, I did a lot. Mixed media and using squares according to Scrap Squad. All right, way too much going on there, but there's a process video for this. And this is my dog Mason, and he met a goat friend, and they just adored each other. Oh, and look at, I don't know if you saw, I got as many of these little clippy things in as I could. I know that was one of the challenges that we had for, it was one of the challenges for the Counterfeit kit challenges. So I was doing my best once I got to those, to that kit to get those little clippy things in. They're very cool and very pretty. So that is my layout share for that. Now what I want to show you are my Killikits, and I'm really excited about this. Let me move this. And the reason why is I don't have any pattern paper full sheets left. Let me start with the Life Crafted kit. All right, and I think most of you guys know, oh, that got moved. Let me move it over a little bit. Most of you guys know that I use these little bins to keep myself organized, and I'll pull from here and show you what's what. All right, let me move it over here. Now, like I said, for my full-size pattern paper sheets, I did cut into all of them. And not only did I cut into all of them, I really use them. I don't just take the smallest scrap and call it done. I try my best as I go along through the month. Look at this. I'm trying to show you an exact representation of what's what. So, almost there, almost there. Okay, here we go. So, and you know, at Counterfeit Kit Challenge, they asked if I would give a tip or explain how I use my kit. And I think that's fun, and you can tell me below like how you work with that. So I did go paper for paper with their the kits that they pulled down, or you know, the suggested kits, and I did get a ton of layouts. And the way I was able to use up all those papers, and they were from my stash, I didn't go out and buy anything or anything like that, totally stash, was I did go pretty heavy on my layering. And I always use a ton of pattern paper, and I always like to layer. But this month I was really concentrating on being aware of it. So like I did 1 week of challenges, I had behind at least one photo, I had 4 layers of pattern paper. And then I would have, like for example, see this paper right here? I don't like this paper. I can say it. But I was able to use it pretty successfully in my layering. So like if you aren't really into one of your pieces of paper, but it's matching your color scheme, like you bought it, you want to use it, just mat with it or layer it. I actually used this past month a Christmas themed paper, and I matted it behind other things, and it had nothing to do with Christmas whatsoever. So what I would say is, look, know your style. My style is pattern paper with pattern paper with pattern paper. Very, very little cardstock. And then where embellishments are concerned, my style is more and more and more. What can I add? What can I layer? Put the big thing behind it and start putting the medium-sized things and then the little sprinkly bits around it. Now, what I can tell you, we'll come up to my alphas next. Oh, sorry, totally bumped that. What I can tell you is where alphas are concerned, I always pull way more than I'll need. I have to put these away. I always pull way more than I need, which is fine with me. And, oh, this must go in here. Because I don't ever want to feel like I can't spell as much as I want or do as much as I want. So with these, look, never touched them, never used them. Just bought them the week I put my kit together. It's fine. I think they're beyond gorgeous and stunning and wonderful. They will get used. Now these alphas, so I put 2 packs together for this challenge, and I used a decent amount. Why didn't I use more? Because I was working with some challenges, and they actually had 1-word title challenge. And So since I was only using like one word title challenges, I wanted something as bold as possible. So I went with the larger chipboard size. Next, didn't use this at all. Why didn't I use this at all? I don't stamp that much and I really need to stamp a lot more. That's why. These little fellas, I did use both of them. Did I use them up? No. Why? Because they are newer washi, and I think I finished 2 washi tape rolls in my entire life. Then this little fellow is new when we started, or yes, well, new to me. And I did use, look, there's a heart, a banner, more heart little pieces, little hand bits. So I did use some, not all. Let's see. I used this plenty, but I didn't use it up. I didn't expect to, but it is one of my goals going forward for the year to use as much of that stuff as humanly possible. So for my sticker sheet, this was new going in as well, and I think I did all right. Look at that. I didn't use it up, but I did use a whole bunch, and I'm excited that I did. Next, I used, all right, so this was an unopened package as well, and I only have 3 pieces left of it, so I think that's a win. These are super dimensional. They're very cool. And let's see. Oh, this was a new package of die cuts, and I really used a ton of these up. It was a new package when I started the kit, so I'm happy with where I got with that. I don't think I used any of these. I really planned to. These little label bits in, I didn't use them. And then lastly in the kit, I have these 3 sets of enamel dots. All right, so then I have the enamel dots I was using. None are used up, but they got used. Now let me show you what's going on with my second kit. I'm going to try to shimmy it over without a total disaster. Doesn't mean it won't be a disaster, but I'll try not to. All right, so kit number 2, which was actually kind of bigger than kit number 1, but that's all right. The add-on kit is what I meant. All right, let me show you the papers I have left of this one. I have bits, the weird little strip things. Let's see. Not a whole lot. So once again, I did make sure that I was able to use all of the 12x12s, and I just have scraps left. So I have this, very specific, have that, and I will keep it. I have this. So some of these I'll put back into the, so I should just kind of do it like that. The pieces I need to put back into the 12x12 paper pad. So this is all I have left of my papers. So I'm considering that an absolute win. And it's kind of my criteria for when I feel my kit is killed is when, oh, one more piece. It looks like I was punching out some hearts. Is when I've used a substantial amount of each of my 12x12 papers. That's kind of my barometer for, okay, am I done working with this kit? Gee, I don't have any more backgrounds I can use, or am I no longer inspired? But try to use up those 12x12s if at all possible. All right, so next, I used up a bunch of this. This was already opened though, but I did get a little bit more traction with these alphas. Still can use them though. Look, I have an A, I have E, I, O, and U. And then with these I opened just for this kit as well, or not as well. Those were opened, these weren't opened. And I kind of favored them this month. I had to open a second set just to use, what was it, tease something. Now, this is the second time in a kit I have used these. I did manage to use a few of the pieces, plenty to keep. Those will stay with me. I believe I only used one of the words from this, and it was family. And I got this in a scrap room kit, I think, where we only got the one 6x12 sheet. So I used one. I have 3 words left. We will make sure to get those used up. These stickers right here, I only used the one. I'm sorry. This is all I had from this. It was also a scrap room kit, but this sheet was not used when I started, and I was able to use quite a few of the pieces. Let's see. I did have a partial pack of the die cut ephemera whatever, and I did use lots, and I also used like the epoxy clip that was in there and the frame. That was cool. I used a few more of these Vicky Bouton puffy bits, so that's cool. Got a little bit more traction on those. Oh, these little guys, these little fellas, let me get these out. I did use a nice smattering of these One Canoe 2 little paper clips. Remember, there's paper clips in the kit. So who was I to not obey, but to try to use some clippies as well? And I did. I would say 4. So I have plenty to still use. Now I was hoping to use up these sequin mixes. Did not use them up, but I used them. It's like, it is so hard for me to use up sequin mixes. It's amazing to me. And then I did use a nice amount of this washi. There's still a good bit left. And I used some of my Nuvo drops, which I didn't think I would use them up, but I did use them. Oh, and the other thing I did is I actually had to use a partial piece from another kit I had handy, just because I was running low on my pattern papers. So I think that's it. I showed you my layouts, and I've shown you my kits for the main kit and the add-on kit. Love where it went. So in closing, like I said, Counterfeit challenge, blog, kit, etc. I really like the Facebook group, by the way. Feel free to take a look. I mean, there's inspiration. There's really, really kind people. There's a lot going on there. It's pretty cool. Anywho, they did ask me to give a little tip or explain something. And the best thing I can tell you is with your pattern papers, go with what you like. I mean, they give us fabulous inspiration, and you can just take a piece of that inspiration. I mean, you can see a beach scene paper, but really like that green in the palm tree. So use the green. I mean, it's your goodies, what you purchased. You are absolutely the boss of your kit and supplies. So that is that. If you like to use more alphas, use more alphas. If you barely use them, only throw one in. Make your kits as big or little as what motivates you, and then challenge yourself to at least use up the pattern paper that you included in the kit. That's what I would have to say with that. All right, that is it for today. I hope you like what I did, and come back in very, very early September to see what I'm up to next. You know, obviously on this channel, I tend to release videos every so often. I'd say like every couple of days, because I'm an avid scrapbooker. Oh, and then down below, if you would like to go ahead and like and subscribe, that would be great. And over there, if you want to hit the notification button to be notified when I put up the next video, that would be cool too. All right, that's it, friends. Bye-bye.